Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise. You're watching Spotlight, and today I'm joined by June Barnard, CEO and President of the Driskill Foundation. So welcome, June.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, we're going to start right off. Who is Walter Driskill?
Walter Driskill made his fortune importing Beck's beer.
Okay.
Yeah, Beck's wrote him one day and said, would you like to, own a distribution? And that was it. And he owned them all over the United States. So that's how he made his money.
Okay. And how did he start this foundation?
Well, because he had so much money, he knew that he'd want to put it away. He only had one child, and that's another story. But my late husband was his attorney. And he was his attorney for over 40 years. So he had my husband set up the foundation. And when they both passed away, Walter and Lucianne were both gone, the foundation then was fully funded in 2009. And my husband then was the executive director.
Okay. So fast forward, you've moved to Naperville. Tell us how that all came to be and how you got involved.
Well, why am I living in, who moves from Chicago to Naperville? I do. I've got, right now, my mom came with, so we have 5 generations that are living in Naperville now. So after my husband passed, I thought, well, okay, now's the time. So we all live under one big house, 4 generations. And we still have our work in Chicago for what we've funded in the past. But now we want to reach, long as I'm here, I want to do something here.
Okay. Well, let's just take a backtrack, just because I think it's an important point to make. In 2009, right, you gave away $45 million.
Between 2009 and I would say 2014, probably till 16, because the foundation was supposed to end in 2020.
Okay.
So grants that we gave there's a Driskill graduate program at Northwestern that we endowed. So we gave to Oregon Health and Science, they got $11 million. So we gave huge grants because we were giving away all the money and we're going to close the doors. When my husband became ill, I said, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
He said, go see a lawyer and take care of it when I'm gone. And that's what I did.
Okay. So the Driskill Foundation, as it started very much around science and medical, right?
Exactly.
As you just said, you endowed chairs and these kinds of things.
Right.
And so fast forward, you want to continue the good work, because I know you'd seen a lot of good work being done, right?
We did, and I guess the turning point for me was when I met with these students from the Driskill graduate program who had gotten, awards and whatever. I'd say, how did you get here? And every time someone would say, well, someone showed me something when I was in 6th grade, or I had a mentor when I was in 11th grade. Something took place in their life. And that's when I said, you know what? I want to do the pipeline now. Now it's time. We've done this great stuff. Let's get going on a pipeline. Now, they're not all going to grow up to be scientists, but we're going to get them to grow up to be something they like.
Okay, well, that's good. So talk a little bit about that, because really what you're doing now, you're kind of lane change, right? And it's all about igniting curiosity. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that because, curiosity is, I think, misunderstood by many people. They think it's curiosity killed the cat or Curious George. And curiosity is really a serious issue. It's an important issue. It's vital to the growth and stability of our youth today. A spark of curiosity can bring self-confidence. It helps them ask questions. It can help them mentally live a healthier mental life. And I'm seeing more and more of a need to give kids opportunities to say, why? What is that? Why? And then someone's there to answer it. I mean, wouldn't that be novel, that they could raise their hand and get an answer? And that's why we're trying to focus on that age, and after school programs, I think, is going to be the key.
And so that's like K through 12, yes?
Yeah, we'll do anything. If it's middle school, seems to be hot right now. There seems to be a lot of need in the middle school. You've got the average student who's not in sports after school, and they're not this. They don't know what they want to do. They're not sure who they are. So that's a real important age too.
So that's really, as you think about it, and kind of that funding things that are curiosity based at the middle school level.
Right. That would be a great place to start right now, I think. I think I'm sensing that's a real need. Yeah.
Okay. Now you have, I know your daughter is in education, so you have some firsthand experience with having seen how that's playing out a little bit, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I do, and I see it from the high school perspective because that's what she teaches. And then you find out what could we have done. We know how difficult the stress and anxiety kids are under today in that high school area. What could we do in middle school? And we met with some middle school teachers, and they agree that it's giving them a sense of belonging and looking outside. They're so I'm so miserable, discover the world, and there's a world around them. So I'm anxious to see some great things happen with these kids.
And at this point in time, are you mostly Naperville based? Are you larger? So how might I get engaged with you in this endeavor?
Well, right now we are funding a very interesting program in 5 of the west side of Chicago schools, and we're using zebrafish as the tool to spark their curiosity.
Okay, wait. Zebrafish and curiosity. Tell me more on that.
They zebrafish. So the teacher teaches a module on stress. And these kids will all have a little fish tank, and they'll be their zebrafish. And if you give zebrafish too much sugar, they hug the wall. So you can write a module. I mean, it preaches to a kid about, see what happens when anxiety happens, when they get stressed out. And then they talk about that. They talk about how they feel when they're stressful and when anxiety enters their life. They want to pull back too. So that's, and it also, you can do it for mental health, diabetes. You can teach mental health, and you can teach wellness. Because if you feed the zebrafish too much of whatever, they get really fat. So you could talk about obesity and stuff. So it's a great program, and that we're doing in Chicago. It's not so easy to bring something like that to Naperville because we have perfect schools. So we can't really bring them to Naperville right now, but we can introduce some of those things after school. We're involved with Boys and Girls Club on a STEM program that we have them doing once a year. 10 or 12 clubs work together and create science projects and then meet for a big old-fashioned science fair.
Okay.
So we're doing that as well. Naperville, we are involved with DuPage Children. We help support their family assistant membership.
Okay.
So that parents who can't afford it, now for a few dollars, they can bring their family. I think that's the epitome of curiosity.
Sure, absolutely.
Museum.
We're very blessed to have that resource in town,
it's
right?
Incredible. And I've been approached by other organizations in Naperville. And I think one of the things that's really tugged at my heart in the last month is that curiosity, as exciting as it can sound, it's very important. It's a serious situation. Our kids, they're born with curiosity, but they're not given an opportunity to express it. And if they don't get it at home, I would certainly like to see them be able to get it after school or with a support system. And that's my goal. And so what we do, we go out there and we visit all these wonderful programs that are out here and find out what we could do to help them make it a little bit better and a little bit more curiosity focused. And if someone's out there that says, I've got this idea that I've been wanting to do forever, it's exactly what you're talking about, June, then you come to us and give us a grant. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do.
Okay.
So that's why I think we're really hitting it.
Okay. Planting seeds.
Yeah.
As many places as you can plant seeds.
Exactly. I mean, our kids are worth it.
Absolutely, they are.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. And if you would like to find out more about how you can ignite curiosity in youth through your donation to the Driskill Foundation, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.